The Coach Calhoun Show is brought to you by Little General and Valley Distributing. The Coach Calhoun Show will be on timeswv.com each Wednesday. All right, Coach, obviously you got to take a look back at the week that was. I mean, 3 games for you guys. You go 2-1 against 3 good teams. I mean, walk me through a little bit of what you guys saw from Wheeling Jesuit, West Liberty, and then Ohio Valley on Tuesday.
Yeah, man, obviously the week started off with a very, very good Wheeling Jesuit team. I feel like they're one of the best teams in the region. We've seen them on tape. Thought they were better live. I really did. I think those sophomores, Highsmith and Mosea, those 2 kids have really, really developed into great players. I think they were good players as freshmen. I think they've turned into great players. And obviously Justin Fritz, Eric Seifert, those 2 guards are very, very good. That was a great win at home. I think it shows you how hard it's going to be to beat them on the road. That's a team that I really believe will be in the NCAA tournament. And then we went to West Liberty and obviously had our chances. I thought that game was a high level game. Same thing as Wheeling Jesuit. I thought both of those games were going to be played at a high level, NCAA tournament type atmosphere, great crowds at both of them. We just fell a little bit short. I think the kids realized the opportunity they had there to be the #1 team in the country if we would have won. But we lost at the foul line. If you look at stats, you look at rebounding, you look at a lot of different variables as a coach when you look at a box score after the game. The majority of the time, our best players were in foul trouble. So there's a lot of things we have to clean up as a staff, make sure those players are educated on some of the new rules that are going on here in college basketball. But I think we learned a lot. Then obviously Ohio Valley yesterday was a great chance to get a win on the road. We could have played that game at home. But we like to play a lot of games on the road to get that experience of going into a different environment, different gym. And a lot of guys got a lot of playing time in that game.
Take me back to the West Liberty over the weekend. Obviously, you're there with late in the game, 2 foul shots. I mean, take me through what you were feeling at the line right there.
It was obviously a big moment, and a lot of things are going through my head. I think I was overthinking things too much, and just the first free throw got to me. I should have just rubbed it off and be like, all right, Jamel, just worry about shooting the next one. And I think I let the first one get to me too much, and that's when the second one didn't fall. And then I tried to be, then after they missed the free throw, I tried to be the hero, make up for it. But I should just pass it ahead to Vontae because he was open for a 3, the chance to win the game. So, but the good thing about it is we got him again. We'll bounce back. We learn from it, and just got to focus on the next game after that.
When we went into it knowing that it was a big week for us, playing 2 top teams in Wheeling Jesuit and West Lib in our conference, so we know it was a big week, and we came up a little short against West Lib, but we played well, and there's things we have to improve on, and there's things we worked on in the Ohio Valley game. And it's also different for me being a freshman and coming from a high school where games weren't as magnified and a win wasn't as big, so it's been a learning curve, but I've enjoyed it.
Right, yeah, you mentioned that a lot of guys getting playing time. Well, how nice was it to get guys in there that don't really see the floor as much? I mean, you guys might need them later on down the season. How valuable is that?
Matt, the crazy thing is most of my guys see the floor, so it's like when you went into that game, you were really trying to get Taiwo Badmus some more minutes, Troy Contrell. Unfortunately, Troy had 5 fouls in 7 minutes, so that backfired a little bit. I thought he was ramped up, ready to go, but obviously committed a lot of fouls. Jason Jolly, very, very good minutes. I thought he had a great shooting day. Vontae Montgomery continues to get better. I think he and David Dennis and Jolly, our 2 guys, and obviously the young man at West Liberty are 3 of the best freshmen that I've seen live in this region, along with the conference. So it was a good win, good to get the taste out of our mouth after the loss to West Liberty. And we've got 2 big ones coming up here in the region.
Right. Season.
It's real important to know that you have young guys that can play so well, like Jolly and Vontae, and Troy Contrell can give us good minutes. It's good because it's comforting to us, because that means they're getting more game experience, getting more ready to prep for the big games. It gives us older guys a rest in a way, and in a way they gave us a spark. That group coming there and just opened the lead to about 20 points. So, it's good when you have a group like that can come in and just do things like that. It makes you feel real comfortable as a team.
Well, I'll tell you what, Matt, they are very, very well coached. Obviously, Joe Lombardi's the all-time winningest coach at IUP, has been in 2 national championship games, So that means 2 Final Fours. Great program. I think they are, one of the top schools in our region, if not the country. Does a great job of getting very, very good transfers. They've got a good team. They're 6-4, record a little deceiving. They've been in every game. They've got great balance, very good inside game, very good outside game with their guards. So I think it'll be another high-level game here on Saturday.
This is a really good team, and a team that, they were, like you said, a national championship game last year, and they've lost some close games, but they've been in every game against really quality opponents. So we can't take this game lightly. We know that it's gonna be a good one.
The Coach Calhoun Show is brought to you by Little General and Valley Distributing. The Coach Calhoun Show will be on timeswv.com each Wednesday.